Hello everyone, this is MTF8. This is Kerbal Space Program, and that's not how you're supposed to stage a rocket. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, one more time. Whoop, hang on a sec here. One more time. I had a couple of funny mishaps here. I thought I'd show you guys. So, good launch, but holy smokes, this thing is wibbly wobbly wobbly wibbly. Been having this problem with this setup in this staging is my interplanetary stage is very heavy and very wobbly, and I'm not quite sure how to fix it. It seems to be that junction right there between the two of them that seems to be the culprit. But holy smokes, this is wobbly. So I finally get there. The other thing too is I screwed up on my liquid fuel use. I had two of my liquid engine stagings, or two of my liquid engines were just dead weight there for a lot of the time. So, definitely a lot of trial and error here. What the heck is... Whoa! I have no idea what the heck just happened there. Even watching this footage again, I have no idea what the heck happened there. And I have no control over the... Yep, nope, it's just... No, there's no rocket there. And you see it broke off right at that coupler in the staging, and woohoo! That looks cool. Man, even when you fail in this game, it looks great. Okay, that was fun. So, I'm pretty sure it has to do with these things, and I have a theory about using, instead of two double canisters, a double canister and two singles. I don't know why. I think it just is just something with the game right now, possibly, that does this. Maybe it's the struts, maybe it's something I'm doing, but this seems to work. So, here we are, more staging, and as you can see, a heck of a lot more stabler. So, I'm not sure if it's the... So I'm just still not sure what's going on there. But anyway, so far so good, and the main thing here is I want to get a probe on Eve. Right on top of Eve. I want to land one on Eve. I want to get the science from... Whoop! Okay, whoop! This what... Whoop! Whoop! What the hell did I do wrong here? I just forget what to do with the wrong... Oh, right, I'm pretty sure what I did was I accidentally turned off SAS. And was all, oh, I lost control, like a noob, and I don't know what's going on, and... Yeah, there's no point in trying to salvage this one. So, anyway, we were saying about... Anyway, there's nothing to fix here. Oh yes, there is one modification that I do want to do to this probe, and that's get rid of these tiny tanks and put these RCS put these RCS tanks on. Oh, come on. So I don't know why the game does this. I think it has something to do with the way they overlap on the sides there. But it's fine, we make it work. And I do a little mental calculation here and decide that the 6 tanks of monopropellant is actually more than the other round one, and this thing's already teetery enough. And I don't really think my wobbly problem is those tanks, so... Here we go! Whoa! SAS on! SAS on! There we go. So, this launch is a good one. I'm pretty sure this is a good one. And hopefully we will get to Eve, and hopefully we'll have some extra fuel left over, so that one of these probes can actually make it all the way down to the surface. And actually, now that I think about it, the probe that's currently around Eve right now probably could just do a simple burn at the high side of its orbit and simply get a aero brake that would take it to the surface. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and get all the way out to Eve. So, this stage gets us into a circular orbit around Kerbin. And here's our burn. Again, I'm still not sure the best way to rendezvous with Eve. What the best way to do it is. But, in the meantime, this idea of shoot from the hip and brute force our way there is fun in the meantime. Oh, nice long burn. With the beautiful Kerbin as our backdrop. Do a plane correction for Eve. Pretty routine at this point. If there's an easier way to get to Eve, someone could let me know right in the comments. That'd be awesome. So, I have a hell of a time trying to get to Eve on this one. I end up deciding that the best way to get there is to actually increase the high side of my orbit to actually even further away from the sun than Kerbin, and then doing another correction. And that finally takes me into a rendezvous with Eve. So I must have set off from Kerbin at like the exact wrong point. So I end up having to burn quite a bit of fuel, because effectively I fly away from Kerbin, and then, or rather I fly closer to the sun, then further away from Kerbin, and then closer to the sun again. Not exactly a efficient use of my fuel. But, according to the map, it'll get us there. Alright, just fine-tune our orbit. Do our correction. We get a good Eve encounter. Of course, this is after 137 days, so it's been approximately 4 months. 4 months in orbit. Or I guess that's like 3.5. It's a good thing it's not a Kerbal. Although, honestly, I probably should start sending Kerbals here. We'll see about getting to Duna first. Hey, there's that pretty purple marble. So, our orbit's going the wrong way again. But I figure, since all we're going to be doing is landing on Eve anyway, no big deal. I have a hell of a time trying to get a maneuvering node on here, though. Come on. Come on. There it is. Alright, so anyway, we fine-tune our Eve encounter, and we set up a maneuver node to let us know whether or not the aero braking will be sufficient. And we get ourselves lined up. And that move right there is a dumb move. I'm like a day away from Eve, and as you can see, I'm out of juice. I've got no juice. I retracted my solar panels for kind of no reason. Way, way, way too early. And so now I'm boned. No juice. Oh my goodness. Nope, can't extend solar panels. This is why you should always have just strip solar panels on your craft. Just one or two, just to help a little. And what actually ends up happening here is that I do have a couple of little strips on my interplanetary stage that finally hit the sun, and I get a charge, and we get our full sail solar panels back out, and of course we end up having a horrible orbital braking maneuver happens, and it's not sufficient, and coming in Eve at that altitude is just fine if you make a couple of passes. So I just try to salvage this as much as I can. And the idea is that I'm like, I have it in my head, I need to get a 150 kilometer circular orbit. That's what I want. And I don't know why I want that, I just kind of want that. We've already done quite a bit of orbital science over Eve with our other probe, so really the only good science returns are going to be if we land this probe intact on Eve. Topping off our RCS and fuel tanks is a lot easier now with the larger singular RCS tanks on either side now. So we go ahead and do a bit of an orbital maneuver here. Still got plenty of fuel on this stage, so... Get a nice circular orbit. And we just kind of look for a good landing spot. I'd like to land on land and not hit any of the what appears to be water there. Or fluid. Can't assume that it's water. But can't really be too choosy about our orbital path, and it's really just kind of hit or miss. So the stage is going to go ahead and crash into the ocean somewhere, and I just kind of try to pick a good spot to land where I think things will be good. I give myself a maneuver point just as a bit of a countdown. Let me go ahead and speed up. I'm always eyeing my electrical now that I didn't end up having enough charge, and I kind of screwed up there earlier. I'm kind of paranoid about it. We've got plenty, though, so... So at this point, I'm actually kind of worried that I won't have enough to make it onto land over here. I'm like, oh man, what's going to... Oh, and I completely lose control of my craft and end up tumbling all over the place. But we definitely get over land. I decide to cut my chute because I see, even though we're this high up, we're definitely in thick atmosphere, so this shouldn't be too bad. We do a little bit of science. I decide to keep it because I don't want to lose any of my antennas. We are going almost 100 meters per second, and I'm kind of nervous about my my parachute is ripping off. So I kind of make a couple of gut calls about when to do some burning here, and I pick right about here is good, and it opens, and whoop, 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 slow down there, Tex. Woohoo! I didn't lose my parachute! This is awesome! We got plenty of fuel. I'm coming for a nice soft landing. Or at least attempt to get a soft landing. Boof! Oh, almost tipped over there. Alright! We're on Eve, let's do some science! And we are a little bit tipsy. A little bit tipsy here. Woohoo! We're on Eve! Look, Mom, we're on Eve! Alright, let's check and see how many science points we wrought. So, we had about 125 science points before this, so we only got about 900 science. But that's still pretty good, as you can see. I've almost filled out this second to last tech tree, and it appears there's only one more tech tree left. So we're almost done here. Thanks for watching, everyone.